Why smart leaders fail in complex systems. The Moses paradox. You don't lack intelligence, you lack the story. What if the problem is not that the world makes no sense, but that you're trying to understand it with the wrong story? Because the smartest people often fail in the most complex situations, not because they are wrong, but because they are incomplete. In simple systems, logic works. Cause to effect, action to result. You optimize, you predict, you control. This is where most leaders are trained. But then, complexity enters. Multiple variables, delayed consequences, invisible connections. And suddenly, what works stops working. There is a story, ancient, but more relevant than ever. The story of Musa and a mysterious guide, Al-Khidr. Moses represents knowledge, structure, law, clarity. Al-Khidr represents something else, a deeper layer of reality, one that cannot be seen immediately. And before the journey even begins, a warning is given. You will not be able to remain patient. They board a boat. Everything is fine until Al-Khidr damages it. Moses reacts immediately. This is wrong. And he's right, from a linear perspective. But here is the hidden layer. A king was coming, taking every perfect boat. The damage was protection. In complex systems, not all value is visible. Not all damage is loss. Some failures are strategic distortions. Then something more disturbing happens. Al-Khidr kills a boy. Now Moses reacts again, stronger. This is unacceptable. And again, he is right. But reality unfolds differently. The boy would grow to destroy his parents' lives. And what looks like cruelty is revealed as protection. Some decisions in leadership look unethical in isolation, but are ethical in long-term system balance. Complexity shifts morality from instant judgment to temporal understanding. A village refuses to help them. No food, no hospitality. And yet, Al-Khidr repairs a wall for free. Moses is confused again. Why help those who refused us? Because beneath the wall, there is a treasure for 2 orphans. In complex systems, value is often hidden in structures. The present moment does not reveal future impact. Not all investments are transactional. At this point, Moses can no longer continue, and Al-Khidr finally explains everything. Each action that looked wrong was aligned with a deeper logic, not visible immediately, not explainable instantly. Moses did not fail because he lacked intelligence. He failed because he was using a linear story in a non-linear reality. This is where storytelling becomes critical, because in complexity, data is not enough. Logic is not enough. You need a story. A story does 3 things: connect events to something bigger, not isolated actions, but a system. Connect events to something deeper, not just what happens, but why it matters. Integrate time. What is invisible now becomes visible later. Story transforms confusion into coherence. In your organization, in your projects, in your life, you are constantly judging events too early. What if the problem is not the event, but the story you're using to interpret it? Before you leave, think about one situation that makes no sense to you right now, and ask yourself, am I facing a problem, or am I missing the story? Because in complex systems, meaning is not found, it is constructed.